Hello mates, let's do your notes for May. Let's start off with Part A general knowledge as we usually do these days. So let's look at Part 1 of Part A. We'll also look at some speeds and some rates. So if you see kmh or kph written somewhere, that stands for kilometers an hour or kilometers per hour. Similarly, mph stands for miles an hour or miles per hour. Per is, this symbol is per. That means for every. Suppose fish is $5 per pound. So that's for every pound of fish that you buy, you have to pay $5. Suppose you buy 2 pounds, you have to pay $10. And tomatoes they'll be expressed like that. If you see in the market, $1 per kg. So $1 for every kilogram or per kilogram. So these are the rates. These are the how you express the rates. These are the rates. Whereas these are the speeds. These are the ways you express speed. Okay, now let's look at part 2, decimals and fractions. So 66.33 or 66.33 is expressed as 66 and a third. So 0.33 becomes a third. Similarly, 23.5 or 23.5 is expressed as 23 and a half. 10.1 is expressed as 10 and a tenth. So 0.1 is a tenth. 15.25 is expressed as a quarter. 15 and a quarter. So 0.25 is a quarter. So remember, so these are the decimals. So these at the top, we are expressing the numbers, we're expressing them in decimals. All these are decimals, whereas the ones below are in fractions. All of these are in fractions. And remember, whenever you speak the decimals, say 15.25 or 15.25. Don't say 15.25. 0.25 is not correct. Similarly, a 66.33 or 66.33 and not 66.33. That's not correct. 66 point or decimal 33. Right, so that's that for part A. Let's go on to part B. Grammar and sentence construction. Right, number 1. Does Susan and Jack go camping in the summer? Okay, it's not correct. Why? Because look, Susan and Jack are they. It's not she, it's not he. So, they go. I go, you go. He, she, it goes. We go, they go. Not does they go. So, do Susan and Jack go camping in the summer? Do they go camping in the summer? So, that's the correct sentence. Very good. Let's go on to part 2. Does your parents watch TV in the afternoon? Again, it's incorrect. Parents are they. Do they? Right, so do they watch? Not does they watch. So do your parents watch TV in the afternoon? Number 3. Does Gary and Ken have a cup of tea in the afternoon? Again, Gary and Ken. We are referring to them as they. We're not referring to them as he or she. We're referring to them as they. Do they have a cup of tea? So do Gary and Ken have a cup of tea in the afternoon? 4. Olive always have fun. Now look at Olive or Oliver. If it's Olive, it should be she. If it's Oliver, it should be he. Let's just make it Olive. Right, so Olive is she. So Olive always have fun. No, Olive is she. So she has. So he or she has, not have. So Olive always has fun. That's the correct sentence. 5. The girls listens to pop music. Incorrect. Girls are they. They listen, not they listens. The girls listen to pop music. 6. Lions are living in Africa. Live is what? You usually live, right? You're not. Lions always, they're always there. They aren't moving, right? So, lions live in Africa, not are living. Right? Are living is present continuous or present progressive. That's usually used for something that isn't usually. So lions live in Africa is a much better sentence. Makes much more sense. 7, similarly, number 7. I moved to Canada last year. I'm living in an apartment. Although it looks all right, it's, again, we have lives. Right, so live or lives. So I moved to Canada. I live in an apartment. Right. So that's that. So focus for this. Focus on this and make sure that the sentences are, when sentences make some sense. Okay, number 8. Our train just leaves the platform. Okay, it's grammatically correct, but does it make any sense? It just, you don't talk like this, right? You don't talk like this. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. The meaning changes if you construct such a sentence. The meaning changes. So our train is just leaving the platform. Now that makes sense, right? Makes perfect sense. You can use it in a conversation. If you say our train just leaves the platform, what's the meaning of that? You change the meaning. It doesn't fit. 9. Is not your grandpa coming tonight? Isn't your grandpa coming tonight is the correct sentence, but you can't separate is and not like that and construct a sentence. So if you want to ask this, isn't is equals to is not, but you don't use it like that in a question. In a question you say, is your grandpa not coming tonight? Not is not your grandpa coming tonight, is your grandpa not coming tonight. Now that's a correct sentence. Or you can just say, isn't your grandpa coming tonight? But if you want to separate is and not, you put is here and not over there. Not is negation, so you're negating the sentence or the question. Right, 10. I can't hear what you say because everybody talks so loudly. Again, it'd be usually incorrect. What? Every time you can't hear this person because everybody else is talking talks so loudly? No, that's not a normal situation. So I can't hear what you're saying because everybody is talking or everyone is talking so loudly. Now this would be a sentence that you usually use. Right. Okay. Everybody are talking so loudly. Number 11 is not correct. Everybody is what? Every person. Every he and she. So it's every he and she. Therefore, it's is. It's not they. Everybody is not they. Everybody is every he and she. Every person. So is applies to it. Everybody is talking so loudly. That's that for part B. Let's move on to part C, pronunciation. Number 1, gulf. Not gulf, gulf. 2, governor. 3, area. Not area. Area. 4, mow. Not move, mow. 5, mowing. Not moving. Moving is something else. Mowing. 6, mower. Mower. 7, conscious. Conscious. 8, unconscious. 9, drew, not drew. Don't pronounce it as drew. I drew a picture. I drew a picture. Expect, not aspect. Aspect is not correct. Expect. Similarly, 11, expected. Expected. Okay, square is a bit difficult, so I'll knock that out for the moment. We'll do it again. 12, hippopotami. People also say hippopotamuses. Hippopotami is much better. You can say hippopotamuses as well. So both are correct. Hippopotami. Repairs. Repairs, not repairs. It's not peers, repairs. Again, Maria, not Maria. It's not Mary. Maria. Canada, not Canada. Canada. Mr. Bicycles. Don't forget the Z at the end. Bicycles. 19. Secretary. Secretary. 20. Zurich. Not Zurich. Zurich. 21. Switzerland. Switzerland. And 22. Seattle. Seattle. Right. Let's move on to vocabulary. Mowers. You cut grass with a machine that has blades, like a lawn mower. Creep. Number 2. Move slowly and carefully in order to avoid being heard or noticed. That means you want to avoid detection, so you're creeping. Antlers are horns that grow on the head of a male deer. Hippopotami is the plural of hippopotamus. Like I said a few seconds ago, some people call it hippopotamuses or hippopotami, both are correct. Solar calendar is based on the sun that we usually use, and lunar calendars based on the moon. Some countries, well, some cultures, not countries, in fact, some cultures still use the lunar calendar. Right. So lunar means of the moon, solar means of the sun. Right. Okay. Okay. Party grammar. So we'll do past and past participle forms of verbs. Forbid, forbade, forbidden. Not forbidden, forbidden. Fall, fell, and fallen. Flee, fleddent, fled, freeze, frozen, frozen, not freezing or something, frozen. Hang, hung, and hung. Hide, hidden, hidden. Hold, held, and held, not holden, held. Fly, fluent, flown. Fight, fought, and fought, not fighting or foughten, fight, fought, and fought. Find, found, found, forget, forgot, forgotten. Grow, grew, and grown. Hear, heard, and heard. Fit, fit, and fits. So not fitting, but fit. 15. Get, got, gotten, not getting. Give, gave, given. Clap, clapped, and clapped. Blow, blew, and blown. 19. Come, came, and come, not came. Come. Dive, dove, dived, or dived, not dove. So dive, dived, and dived, or dive, dove, and dive. So this is dove, not dove, dove. Dove is a bird. Drive, droven, driven, not droven, driven. Break, broke, broken. Choose, chose, and chosen, not choosing, chosen. Do, did, and done, not did. Do, did, done. 25. Draw, drew, drawn. Begin, began, begun. 27. Bring, brought, brought. Build, built, and built. Cost, cost, and cost. Creep, crept, and crept. Dig, dug, and dug. So we've finished draw. That's a repetition. And finally, dream, dreamt, and dreamt. Or dream, dreamed, and dreamed. Right, so dream, dreamt, dreamt, or dreamed and dreamed. So that's that. So those were the past and past participle forms. So all these in number 2 were the past forms, and whereas these in number 3 were the past participle forms of these verbs. Okay, now let's see the verb tenses. We've done this before, but we'll just revise it again. So there are basically 12 tenses. So you have the present simple, present continuous, perfect, and present perfect continuous. Similarly, past simple, past continuous, past perfect continuous, or past perfect progressive, whatever you prefer. Future simple, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Right, so now let's see present. Just the simple present has only one verb in the sentence. Present continuous has two verbs, that is, am, are, or is plus verb ing. You take the basic verb and you add ing to it. It becomes a present participle. Right. Present perfect is two verbs, have or has, and the past participle. The past participle, all these are the past participles. And present perfect continuous has three verbs, that is have or has, and been, and the present participle. So wherever there is continuous tense, you have to use the present participle. Wherever there is perfect, you have to use past participle. However, in perfect continuous, you have to add been. Right, that is the past participle of be, the verb to be. Right. Similarly, past simple has one verb, that's simply the past. So like these are all the pasts. These are all the pasts. Past continuous has two verbs, was or were, and the present participle, the verb ing. Past perfect has two verbs, had and the past participle, whereas past perfect continuous had, been, and verb ing, present participle. Okay, and similarly future. Will plus one verb, or sometimes you can even use shall, but let's not get confused with shall. We'll just keep it to will. Once you reach the seniors batch, you will understand the difference between will and shall. There's a very subtle difference. Right, future continuous is will and two verbs. Will be, verb ing. Again, continuous you have to have the present participle there. Perfect is again will plus two verbs, will, have, and past participle, and future perfect continuous or future perfect progressive will, and three verbs will, have, been, verb ing. So now let's quickly just take a look. So first we'll do the present tense. We'll use the verb to go, right? And we'll just use the present tense. Okay, number one is I go, simple. I am going, present continuous. I have gone, present perfect. I have been going, present perfect continuous. Now we shall do the past tense of the verb to go. So the past tense of go is I went, I was going, I had gone, I had been going. And finally, the future tense. I will go, I will be going, I will have gone, I will have been going. Right, so that's that. And let's take a look at this. I was gone. Now look, gone over here is not being used as a past participle. It's being used as an adjective. I was gone. This sentence is in the simple past tense. It is not past perfect tense. Why? In order to have past perfect, you have to use had. I had gone. Now, if you say I had gone, yes, now gone is being used as a past participle, whereas in this sentence, it was being used as an adjective. Right, so the meaning changes. If you change the tense, you change the meaning. So do not let this cause confusion. Right, so that's it. And the next month, we will see some sentences that you've constructed using the perfect tense. So watch this video again, watch the seniors video, whatever you can understand, make your own notes, write it down, watch it over, and I'll see you in the next one.